Why don't you get into a little bit here, Rich? The man who tried to blow up Wrigley Field.
Yeah, he was discovered by an informant. Informant relayed the information to the FBI. The FBI followed up with an undercover operative. And just like all the other cases we've been talking about, which some people consider entrapment, uh, they worked with him, and he suggested the area to detonate the bomb. His consideration was where it would kill most people, and planted the bomb, walked away, and was arrested. He could be facing 20 to 30 years.
And what about Medvedev over in Bosnia?
Yeah, there was an attack in October 2010,
Hmm.
and he wasn't the only one involved. I don't remember the others, but I know that he was the machine gunner and got off 100 rounds before he was hit by a sniper. And he's a Serbian Muslim who attacked the Bosnian U.S. embassy in Bosnia. And he was recently indicted by a federal grand jury in D.C., and I believe he's also indicted in Bosnia.
Wow. So they got him in both countries. And what about we hear a lot about Al Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, that bomb maker resurfacing. What can you tell us about that?
Well, he's a skilled bomb maker. He was the one who designed Abdulmutallab's bomb, which luckily or thankfully didn't go off. I he also designed a similar sort of bomb that his own brother used on a suicide mission, which did go off. It wasn't. I don't think it was against the U.S. target at the time, but he sent his own brother. He was involved with several others, and ever since Awlaki was killed, the U.S. authorities were under the impression that he was killed as well, and
Wow.
he isn't. He's alive, and every reason to assume he'll go back into business.
Yeah, no, I certainly hear you there. And the next thing we want to talk about were the two men from Mali that plead guilty, conspiring to provide material support to Al Qaeda. What can you tell us there?
Yeah, they were going to smuggle cocaine to Al Qaeda from the west through North Africa, and were caught. And they were going to smuggle it not only to Al Qaeda Central, but Al Qaeda in the Maghreb, meaning Al Qaeda in North Africa, and to the Colombian FARC. So they had their connections. And two men from Mali, of all places, which is not a country that we would have expected this people from there to do, but that's what happened.
Yeah. All right. And the last one for this segment will be Great Britain faces threat over Abu Qatada.
Abu Qatada is his name.
Okay.
He was sentenced in absentia in Jordan to 15 years for his role in the 1998 bombing in Jordan. And he's in Britain, and the European Court of Human Rights decided that he could not be extradited. Britain announced it was going to appeal to the European Court's Grand Chamber, which is in effect its appeals court. And Al-Shabaab in Somalia said that they're going to plunge Britain into disaster, and Al-Qaeda said that it will open the gates of hell for Britain. And I don't think these groups have the ability to do that, but they can cause trouble. But
Significant
it
disruption.
shows,
Yeah.
yeah, it shows what they're thinking is when they say it, they mean it. They may or may not recognize that they don't have the means to cause such great trouble, but it doesn't. Just a few people getting killed in an attack is not something that can be tolerated.